Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Commodores will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. It's Hansen. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Duke. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency for the second half of the season, David. I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out, not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Messer. Oh, he's got some space. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Finds his man. It's Messer. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10 playoff positioning. All the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
The Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants to go deep. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored the touchdown. That was big time.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Formation for these receivers. Takes the handoff. It's Alexander. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Vandy. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Let's talk for just a minute about Duke. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back, gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position...
Touchdown, Duke! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. Heading out to go on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Let's take a big view here about Vanderbilt. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class and this next cycle.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Sherrill. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, 1st down.
Caught in the backfield. It's Alexander. He'll walk and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the 1st.
The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. The short hands. It's Fitzgerald. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the 1st down.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got the tight end. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. The quick out. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. They make the stop right at the 10-yard line, but oh, what a turn of momentum with that interception.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going for it all. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Here's the handoff. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
And the Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Got it in the middle. It's Brown.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Blue Devils have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Going for 6. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback. And you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking.
There he goes. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things. It makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the wideout. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Connection to the right. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Alexander. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. That was one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
A strike downfield. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Alexander. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Sends it back in motion. Making side adjustments here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
The Commodores will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Rolls it in. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Here's a heat. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Moves around to clear up the vision. He wants it all. Touchdown, Commodores. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. It's Hansen. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 45 on his way. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Blue Devils will boot it away to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the returner will be knocked down. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They've played really well in this first half.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Makes the catch. And he's dragged down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
And the Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll leave it with him. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Pulls it in. It's Alexander. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Coleman. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Wants to fire on second down. Quickly complete. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Second down, he'll throw it. Buys a little extra time. He's got an open man. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll move the wide receiver. Calls his own number. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
On third and goal, they'll throw it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Alexander. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Doors! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. The give to the tailback. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try to get outside. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Under fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
He'll try to do it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
I like the execution by this defense. Nice job, situational football, right? Like understanding where the sticks are. You probably know they're going to pass the football on this down. Great job breaking on the football when the quarterback throws it and forcing the incompletion.
Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight. It's close, tied here in the fourth quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the wide receiver. The give on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Complete to the right. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick down here on the goal-to-go situation. They break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy can't make a play.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the into field position with the return.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit. Let's keep going.
Getting late. Pressure building. Huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it along the sideline. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
Take the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on 3rd down, and life is much better. He's looking to throw. Flips it out to the back. Breaks into the open. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Touch pass on the run.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They'll run it. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man to the left. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, there's no doubt where the quarterback's going to be looking in this 2-minute situation trailing in this game. Tonight, time and time again, he has been feeding this guy the football, already over 100 receiving yards, and he comes up with another big play for his quarterback on a 2-minute.
He unleashes a long one. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
One of the things you have to be impressed about this defense is that they've got guys in the back end who can cover man-to-man or zone. That last one gets swatted away. They're in a situation where they're expecting pass. You know this is going to be a tight window to throw into if you're the quarterback here.
Fires into the end zone. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
And great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. A very efficient 5-way scoring drive. And what a huge scoring extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes. This is a gamble. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for his man. Soft spot in the middle. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. 1st down from the 45. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads it downfield. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Got room on the return. And a great effort on the final play of regulation, but we've got more football ahead. Guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably. Maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They want to run it left here. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Really good running, gets it into into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Man, you play the whole game. Now it's coming down to what? A couple of plays. It's in overtime. We're starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone. Got to make a play. Got to protect the football. What's your go-to play after watching this whole game develop?
That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. And if you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. Looking for a crease. It's Hansen. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Trying the left side. Quick step and go. Touchdown, Duke. They strike first in overtime.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Off the play fake on first down. He'll get rid of it. Working on the right. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Vandy. They got the score. Now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Man, what a response. You just gave up 7 on the other side of the field. Every reason to get dejected. Oh, man. But they come out and they respond and they score on the first play. And now, Jesse, down by 1. What do you do?
And they made it look easy, too, David. And you got to wonder about this defense and how much they have left in the tank. Because of that, maybe if you're on offense, you just decide to end this thing right here. You scored so easily, maybe you could do the same on a 2-point play.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We play on first down here in the second overtime period. Give to the single back. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
First play of overtime, run the football like that, right? Let everybody settle in. It's a big moment, a lot of adrenaline to end the football game. Now we can settle back in, get our offense in a rhythm. Let's get ready to put some points on the board.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He might want another play. To the air on 2nd down. There's the pressure. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll take a shot. If he runs this back, this game's over. Taking it the other way. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick.
That's a throw the quarterback would love to have back. You're obviously down here in the red zone. It's overtime. The windows are going to be small. He just got a bit too aggressive with his decision-making. The defense makes him pay, and now they're giving it back to their offense with a chance to kick a field goal here and win.
First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Now, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield. Great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
A game winner! What a finish in double overtime!